Come with me to an anti-Waymo rally. We're also going to visit Kit Kat, the bodega cat that was killed by the Waymos memorial. Let's go.
Things deserve a say over our streets and over the technologies that affect us. So thank you all so much, and we love you, Kit Kat.
Love you, Kit Kat. Have a Waymo.
That this beacon of joy in our community was taken. I was angry, I was emotional about it. And for what? Is Waymo going to help anyone get around easier or more affordably? Is it going to stop the extraction of resources in our world? No. It's so that wealthy corporations can make more of a profit without paying people.
If cities were designed around people, and politicians had the political will to tax the billionaires and corporations to fund the tech oligarchs behind these technologies have promised us a world in which we would all have more time for leisure, and the wealth generated by these technologies would be distributed to all of us. As monopolistic tech elites, including the CEO of Alphabet, increasingly align themselves with the Trump administration, which just cut millions of American SNAP benefits, that supposed promise becomes increasingly insulting. But we, everyday people, have never had the ability to have robust conversations about how we want this unprecedented technology to shape our lives. That is why today at the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, I'm introducing a resolution calling on the California legislature and the governor to give voters the power to decide for themselves whether autonomous vehicles should be allowed.
Representing labor in San Francisco as well as the Teamsters organization, we're not anti-technology, we're just pro-workers. I just quickly want to say, being in this area, my father was a 30-year Teamster, and he delivered all over the Mission District where we now sit. And what he would say and tell you now if he was standing here is, we would take our 15-minute break, we'd go to the corner store and get a cup of coffee. Lunchtime, we'd go to one of the great taquerias anywhere in this area. But now, people don't realize it's going to be a domino effect with the job. With tech, driverless cars, who's going to go get the coffee? Who's going to go get a burrito or a quesadilla? Nobody. Right? So now it's a domino effect, and the businesses, small businesses are hurt by labor.
My name is April Miguel. I'm also one of the co-founders of the American Indian Cultural District of where we stand. I want to give gratitude to the Ramaytush Ohlone people whose land we stand on. This issue is also a global issue. For half of these critical mineral deposits are located near sacred sites, waterways, and where we gather our traditional medicine. And some of these mining projects are also near hot springs, which are sacred to indigenous communities. One of our relatives, our little four-legged pets, you know, like, and we're close to our relatives, and I just think of that we all have a connection to our animals, you know, and it's gonna end up being us next. And
I own a bar down the street from here. I'm gonna tell you, I spend a lot of time on this block. I truly love it. I think it represents the best of San Francisco. Places like the Roxy, Dalva, ABV, Pac-1, Kilowatt. This is really the best of what our city has to offer. It's dynamic. Down here all the time, you would always see crowds of people interacting with, petting, loving Kit Kat. And I think that's why people have been so profoundly disturbed by Kit Kat's death. The mayor of this space, as he was known, was taken from us by a technology that none of us asked for, and crucially, to the point of this resolution, none of us consented to. By a faceless corporation that's actively participating in mass surveillance and profiting off of war and genocide. It contributed to the free city.
Sorry about everything.
Did they say anything about the... Oh wait, is that
Would you mind if I asked you a question about the cat? Are you open to that? Yeah.
That
Yeah.
can only happen if we have like bigger up.
Yeah. And this corporation knows all this, and they still try to put it us in the little box. They don't want us to think in outside of that.